trajectory of both teams' seasons as each are trying to break into the top 25. As we'll see a squad from the Big 12, the Arizona State Sun Devils, taking on a team from the ACC, the Florida State Seminoles. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. The Seminoles will kick it away first. He'll bring it out. It's Hamilton. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Here they're trying to get to the edge. And he's not going anywhere to start the night as the home team greets their visitors rather rudely. Both these teams just outside the top 25 and really needing to win a game like this to vault their way into the rankings.
And it's just amazing winning a game like this, what it can do for your program, right? Recruiting, your confidence. Everything is better when you've got the number beside your name. And, David, one of these two teams is going to get that number if they pull out the win.
No doubt, and you continue to start the season off and build, right? Because you started with preseason, and you start with getting into the year, and now you're starting to build and build and build and build that momentum. Getting a win against a really good team, finding out who you are, can set the tone for your season.
Chop, they're bringing the noise on third down at the dope. Quick pass on the fly motion. Spins away from the defender. They stopped him after a short game. Probably just wanted to mitigate the losses with fourth down coming. That can derail this offense, a bunch of 3-and-outs. They won't do that here, but they might go 4-and-out if they don't convert. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. They are backing up their pregame words. Their first drive of the game, fourth down in their own end, and they're going for it. Throws for the tight end. Big tight end makes the grab, first down, still on his feet. Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one.
Well, that tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. Fourth down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it, but when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
And the Sun Devils come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to throw. It's Levitt. Throws to the wideout. And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds, incomplete.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football.
This crowd, full throat, spreading the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. Wants to keep it in the air. Dumps it to the back. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. He'll call for the fair catch here. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking for space. It's Udo. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Power football with the run. Oh, he's got some space. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense. No Cam Scatterboo this season. Guys, he was the definition. All-purpose workhorse back a year ago. He put Arizona State in the national spotlight. David, how do you replace a guy who was not only so productive, but was really the heart and soul of the team's identity?
Well, you know what's nice, Reese? It's nice to have a quarterback that's a superstar, a budding superstar. Sam Leavitt is that guy. Can run it, can throw it, showed so much moxie last year. The offense might look a little bit different, but it's nice to have a trigger man like that.
Quick strike complete. Runs for the tackle. Tackle is made at the 44, but he picked up 10 yards and enough for a first down. They might have the defense's head spinning a little bit now. Hit him with a big run, now they hit him with a big pass.
Man, it's so hard to defend both. You know that. Which coverage do I want to put? Do I want to put more people in the box to stop the run? When you've got this kind of balance on offense, the defense can't be right.
Now they've got it at the 44 on 1st and 10. Looking downfield, it's Leavitt. Got a man, it's Brown. He gets it inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and they are rolling.
Well, look, I know this guy is not the biggest running back in college football, but boy, is he dangerous, right? He's so shifty. He's hard to bring down. It's a good idea to get him going in the passing game. Put him out in space. Let's see what he can do.
From the 30-yard line on 1st down. Wants to throw on 1st down. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Trying to take it back. At the 20. Touchdown, Knowles. What a play. Not only the interception, but the great return for the score.
And the defense sets the tone early in this football game. We're still in the first quarter, and this is looking like they're putting a complete game together. Offense scoring, defense scoring. Palmer, they're up 2 touchdowns already.
Yeah, you got to give this coaching staff credit. They have their guys ready to go. And this is what you call firing on all cylinders early in a game.
Fair catch called for and made. This one in play, first snap of the drive from the 25. To the air on 1st down. Steps away to find some room. Finds a little space.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
Split backs here. Looking for a man, it's Leavitt. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
This pass rush is serious, man. When you watch them on film, they do a nice job in the back end, taking away all the throws downfield. He's trying to get to his check down, but that pressure gets to him, and they force the incomplete.
A cacophony of noise, debilitating surround sound, the war chant on 3rd down at the dump. And he'll lose yardage on this play. Loses 2 yards. Great job by the defense.
And he could do a better job up front right there. That run was doomed from the get-go. Nowhere to go. The back gets hit. As soon as he gets the
make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. The run to the left. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Fires to the big fella. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down. It's almost incomprehensible to think the Noles failed to break 17 points 10 times a season ago. That's a year after being prolific, Jesse. So what are the keys to regaining some form?
Now, Reese, I think it's the quarterback position. I think this team was spoiled in a lot of ways when they had Jordan Travis. And they obviously had so much NFL talent surrounding him, but they had a leader. They had a guy that everybody could look at when times got tough and believe in. Someone has got to be able to establish themselves at the quarterback position for this team to get back to its winning ways.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. To the air, it's Castellanos. Makes the catch. And he'll be tackled, but there is a flag on the field. That offensive line grabbing and holding on, and they'll back up and try it again. Second down coming up. They want to run this quarterback. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. And the Noles are way behind the sticks on this 3rd and forever. Sends it back in motion. On 3rd down, going up top. Didn't have much of a choice, just had to throw that one away. It'll be 4th down.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
He boomed it through a 50-yard field goal, showing off that powerful leg. So they're lining up to kick it off after that last drive. Put a 3-spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut them down. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Motion from the wide receiver. Gonna run it. It's Udo. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And defense nowadays, they don't look at stats of what is the yards per rush. They look at how many negative plays they can create. Because why? Now you look at 2nd down, man, it just became very predictable for this offense. Nice job creating the loss on 1st down.
And the Sun Devils trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. To the air, it's Levin. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. The short hand, it's Tyson. He steps out right at the 40-yard line, and now they are in business moving toward midfield.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a first down. Looking downfield on first down. Just a short pass to the tight end. And an absolutely fearless tackle. Giving up size, still got him on the turf.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
He gets it past the first down marker, and a really nice job to set up that screen and move the sticks. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Quickly complete. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. The play action fake. Dances away from the pressure, going to his left. Wide open downfield. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
This guy just is so comfortable running routes, and he has such a good feel for those soft spots on defense there. They're playing zone coverage, so he's able to find that pocket, make it easy on his quarterback, and they pick up the first down.
This offense has had trouble getting it in gear, but maybe a little life here on 1st and 10. Finds the big tight end. They make the stop after the catch, but it'll be 1st and goal from the 10. Scanning the field, it's Levin. Safe completion on the screen. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Well, they're trying to set up the screen pass to the running back, just nowhere to go after he caught the football. The defense completely swarmed around him, and that's a loss.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Wants to throw again. Bringing the heat. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer.
You love that decision if you're the head coach. You're trying to throw it in the end zone. Nothing's there. Good job by the quarterback, tucking it and running and just getting what he can get.
They worked it down to the 4-yard line, but now it's 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Lets it fly. And he throws another interception, his 3rd of the night. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
And this defense comes up with a big play, and not just the break on the ball, the catch, nice hands in the INT, but taking it almost all the way back for a touchdown, and this offense licking their chops on the 1-yard line, ready to punch this in.
The huge play got him on the porch, but now they got a kick in the door. Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And this is an area of the field, man, who can be more physical. And you know I'm going to run the football a lot of times on these goal-to-go situations. 1st and goal, can I be physical? Can I get closer? The defense won that physical battle. Interested to see now if the offense thinks they can still run, or do they go to the passing game?
Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Quickly complete. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And really good job knowing I don't get in the end zone. I got to get close to the end zone, be ready to break on the football as soon as they throw it. I can't give up any yards after the catch, and they don't right there.
Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
Timeout, Florida State.
They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of settling for 3, but it is 3rd and goal.
This team has shown early this year, it does not take them long to find their footing. They get off to fast starts. That was critical for them, winning their first game, and you've seen it here in this one too. They show up ready to go. There's no sleepwalking. I think you got to give this coaching staff a ton of credit for putting their players in good positions to have success.
Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Looking to throw, it's Levitt. Pocket breaking down. Makes the grab outside, it's Brown. They'll run him out of bounds, but look what's on the ground. Penalty marker. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And this offense on first down, man, they go backwards. And they built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
The Sun Devils now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Going to swing it on 2nd down. Here he goes breaking the pocket. He's going to run it. He's brought down, but not before he turned that into a positive play and picked up a few on the run. The Sun Devils need a massive chunk play to move the sticks here on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Lets it fly. And they couldn't connect on the deep shot. Let's see if things get worse. There's a flag on the field. Which way is this going to go? The Sun Devils will punt it away on 4th down. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He'll try to field the punt and bring it back. Slips through the line. He's going to get loose. They won't get it. It's a touchdown. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Wide receiver comes in motion. The give to the back. Just willed his way for a couple out to the 35.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Back to pass, it's Castellanos. With the catch, it's Webster. Brought down at the 46, but he got 10 on the play.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. He did a nice job of it.
The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Here's the pressure. Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, he did what he was coached to do, and he threw it away, but you can see he's frustrated with himself. He knows he's one of the fastest quarterbacks in the country, and I think he's wishing he had that play back, because he might have been able to take off and scramble, and who knows what could have happened for the offense.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. They pick it off, and this defense, a much-needed play. Didn't get a ton on the return, but the most important thing, he got the ball, and they've got it at the 48.
What a nice play by the DB there. When that rain starts coming down, the ball gets a little bit heavier. The quarterback throws the ball a little bit lighter. DBs can take advantage sometimes of some underthrown balls, go out and make some big plays.
Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. Came through like a shot and knocked him down for a loss of 5. Offense gets set for 2nd down. From the gun, they'll try the middle. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. It'll be 3rd and long. Dropping back, it's Levitt. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Great job by the defense dialing up some pressure on 3rd down. They hit the quarterback and forced the incompletion.
This offense has already converted once on 4th down. Can they do it again? He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Going deep. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. A bold decision to go for it on 4th down, and one that did not pay off. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Looking for a crease to the left. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. They'll run the toss. Lots of running room. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
Offense goes toss play to the right. Now, defensively, if you're going to stop these perimeter runs, your DBs better be able to get off blocks and go make a tackle. And right now, the secondary, they look like they're struggling trying to handle the run game.
He was looking for some place to put his foot in the ground, but the defense was everywhere, and he's knocked down behind the line. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. The Seminoles with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Now on 2nd down. The option look. He'll toss it. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. He got a little antsy at the line of scrimmage, and they'll move him back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Here on 3rd down. He wants to change this route. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Just threw that one away to avoid disaster.
Really nice 3rd down sub defense there that time. It's 3rd and long. They're expecting pass, and they're mixing up their looks. They're trying to change the picture pre-snap to post-snap to confuse the quarterback, and now forcing the incompletion, setting up 4th.
It is good. And that lead grows even bigger. So they put the field goal on the board and about to kick it away, and hoping that'll be the final points of this first half. He'll call for the fair catch here. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Back to throw. It's Levin. Rushes on him. He was able to squirt free and pick up just a few on that one. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Back to pass. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Udo. There he goes. They bring him down, but it'll be first down at the 42. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Throwing on the run. Pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for the first half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Just about ready to start the second half. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The drive drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Robinson. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Trying to get a rhythm in the passing game now on second down. Finds the tight end. Brought down at the 45 after a 15-yard pickup.
A lot of smiles right now in this offense. They've got a big lead, and they're just having fun out there. They're still throwing the football. These receivers are still getting open. Pass protection is still great. This quarterback's thinking to himself, man, I'm going to be padding my stats here in the second half of this game because everything we're dialing up is working.
The offense getting set for a first down from the 45. On the option. And the 45 on its way. Nice job to keep it himself, find the first down marker, and move the chains for this offense.
And that's a nice job by this QB. Great job. You show patience, right? Like, if they don't come take me, I'm going to keep running. That's how I go pick up another first down, move the sticks, and this offense can keep churning.
The Knowles with the 1st and 10. From the shotgun, the inside give. Inside the 25. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18.
Wow. 4 plays on this drive by the offense. They already got 3 first downs. We knew they had a lot of playmakers coming into this game, and they're showing that right now. This defense is going to have to make a play at some point here and stop the bleeding.
Right back to the well. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone.
That's 2 very good decisions on that play by the quarterback, right? Number 1, not to hand it off. That was the right look to throw into. And the second good decision was his guy was covered, so don't throw it. Just take off and get what you can get. You got to like the decision-making this guy is showing right now in this game.
Touch pass on the run. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Seminoles.
And I'm liking what I'm seeing from this offense. Look, last week you found a way to win a close game. That's what you're supposed to do. But this offense looks like they're taking it to the next level, hitting their stride a little bit, finding out who they're going to be, and they've looked explosive today.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he did get that extra point through the slippery surface, no problem. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Terrific showdown this week, guys. Let's take a look at what's going on. Charlotte fell behind early, and it's been an uphill climb since. Thing is, this is a program that's worked the portal about as well as anyone. These kids are tough and could just find a way. They're trailing by 10 to North Carolina. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. This defense will try to keep everything in front. That's reeled in. It's Udo. Works his way out to the 33-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds. That one's sort of like a shooter in basketball. football just needing to see one go through the net, isn't it, David? Just get a completion to your guy and pick up some yardage.
Build some confidence, because your confidence throwing the ball over the middle of the field and in tight windows, probably not at an all-time high, but check it down, make something positive happen. The running back does his job, so maybe this sparks a little something in the quarterback's head where he can feel a little bit more confident and bounce back from these early mistakes.
Motion from the wideout. Touch pass on the jet sweep. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Working well behind the sticks on second down. To throw, it's Levin. He's going for it all. Makes the grab inside the 30. Hits the crease. Touchdown, Sun Devils. He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
Yeah, and that's simple, but it's not easy. It's a go route. Like that receiver's streaking straight down the outside of the field, and my job as a quarterback is to put that ball up in the air, keep it away from the safety. He does just that. Receiver comes down with the catch. Nice pitch, nice catch, touchdown.
And he added the extra point. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Fair catch, called for and made. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Trying the left side. He's knocked down a couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage.
Here's the thing. I know this guy's not going to win the Heisman Trophy, but he's a pretty talented football player that's made big plays for this offense in the past. They have not had any success when they've given him chances so far in this game. And in the third quarter, you're getting a little nervous, I think, if you're the head coach, because he's a guy you need to have success if you're going to win.
Grabbed behind the line. It's McCoy. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
The thing I like about this slot receiver, he's really intentional in his route running. The quarterback always knows exactly where he's going to be on the field. They've got great chemistry together.
Ball sitting right at the 30. It'll be third and short. Might be calling a hot route. Now the play fake. On the run, still looking. Great job by this savvy senior to know when he just needs to move the sticks with his feet.
Really nice awareness that time by the quarterback. He knew exactly where he needed to get to pick up the first down. He's scrambling on that play, and there are a lot of guys out there that would slide, that would try to run out of bounds, protect themselves, but that was really tough what he did. He put his body on the line to go pick up that first.
Man, it's easy to call plays when you're getting 5 or 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, why would I get complicated? Why would I get complex? Like, up front right now, this group just win, fall forward, get that good gain, stay ahead of the sticks, don't have to get in bad situations. This defense better respond, or else I'll do that all the way down the field.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. On the option. Now the toss. And they'll ride him down, but not before he picks up the first down. And how about the timing on that pitch?
Well, I love the variety in the run game you're seeing from this offense. It's not just going to be conventional handoffs. Won't just be the quarterback, but he's making good decisions. Pitching at that time, that's the right read. And it's not a huge explosive home run type play, but it is enough to help them pick up the first down.
Just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know he only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football down the field in the RPO game too. So keep handing it off to this guy. Let him see what he can do. And when the defense gives you the look to hold the football and then finally throw it, that's when you take advantage.
Looking for an open area to his left. Wildcat look didn't get much. Picked up a few on that one. The Seminoles are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Now on the option. He'll pitch it. Oh, out of space. There he goes. Touchdown, Noles. Excellent pass by the back on the option.
This option play puts so much stress on a defense because if the pitch guy ends up getting the football, there's usually only one defender left to make the tackle. If that guy doesn't get him down, he's gone. And that's what you just saw in that play.
Kickoff unit all lined up, and we're ready to put toe to leather. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Dropping back, it's Levitt. Buys a little time with his feet. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Out across the 30, steps out of bounds at the 31-yard line as they try to put something together.
And that's a pretty good job by this defense. Man, it's so hard to limit these quarterbacks, and they're spreading you out all over the field. When they take off, it's hard to limit the damage. Nice job limiting the damage. And I'll tell you what, make it physical. Finish those plays and try to tackle that guy and make him think about running the football in the future.
Well, the defense makes the tackle. They give up the first down. They've now got to communicate the next play call. They can't substitute because...
Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. He's in the plus territory, knocked out of bounds after the nice game. Mark it at the 47.
This has been a frustrating day. I mean, they haven't moved the ball consistently, and now you get a play, but they haven't put 2 and 3 and 4 plays together, and that's why they're trailing in this football game. So maybe they can find some kind of a rhythm here late in the game and get something cooking.
Guided out of bounds at the 22. Good play for this offense as they are threatening to score.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line and a big red zone opportunity here. He'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Fires to the right. Laundry down on the field as the pass is incomplete, but let's see what the penalty is. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. And now on 2nd down for this offense. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
And I absolutely love what this defense is doing, man. You know exactly what time it is. You've got a big lead. They're going to have to throw the football. So more nickels, more dimes. Bring the speed on the field and get ready to play the pass.
Looking to throw, it's Levitt. Pressure coming. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
This quarterback has been under duress all game long. He's one of the best in the country, and he's used to having his way. He's the one who's used to dictating to opposing defenses, but that has not been the case in this game. Here we are late. He's still under pressure, taking a sack there.
On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. And it's his 4th interception of the game. He'll try to take it back. He's at the 40. The 20. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Florida State. The defense gets it
offensively, special teams, and now on defense here in the fourth quarter. They're still being aggressive. They're still jumping these throws. And he picked that thing off and took it all the way to the house.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And he makes the extra point. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Week in and week out, guys, you never know what's going to happen in college football. Check this out. Boston College is in danger of getting demolished today. And while this is only one game, I think anyone who knows this will linger for some time. They're trailing by 21 to Mississippi State. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking to throw, it's Levitt. Under fire. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
And how about this offense, man? It's been a rough day. You're getting beat down. You're trying to find some kind of momentum late in the game to build something off of, and you give up another sack.
And the Sun Devils have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. He just got rid of that one to save the down. Didn't see anything he liked.
Well, this has been a day to forget if you're this quarterback. And I got to be honest, guys, I'm surprised he's still even in the game right now because he has had zero rhythm. He hasn't been accurate. He's thrown a ton of interceptions. Most coaches would have pulled their guy by now. I know the guy I played for back in college, he would have pulled me about 2 interceptions ago.
He tries to take the top off. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync. And that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
Down by multiple possessions. You can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. Makes the grab, plenty for the 1st down. Touchdown, Arizona State. He got loose, and it was lights out after that.
Well, it's good to finally see this offense have a little bit of success because that has not been the case in this game. Nothing has gone their way. They keep shooting themselves in the foot. You know, guys, coaches are always trying to find things to build on, and this is at least something late in this game, scoring that touchdown that hopefully helps build their confidence the next time they take the field.
He's not quite going to get there, and the try for 2 fails, and they are unable to cut into this lead any further. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Starts from their own 25-yard line. To the air, it's Castellanos. He's got him in the flat. Turning on the Jets. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a 1st down.
A lot of offensive coordinators out there. A similar situation with a lead like this. They'd definitely be running the ball at this point. They'd probably take their starting quarterback out of the game potentially, but not this unit. They are still staying aggressive. They're still taking shots. They're just trying to light up the scoreboard.
An explosive play to start the drive, and they'll try to keep the D on its heels. They'll move the wide receiver. Caught behind the line. It's Robinson. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Man, what a great play by that cornerback. There's so much space out here in football, the way they spread you out, but to be able to break on the football when it's thrown on those quick passes like that, nice job by the cornerback.
Throws it back. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
Hey, on offense, you got to know when the play's over. That one there, nowhere to go with it after he caught the football. You start trying to juke guys. You start trying to run backward. This ain't high school anymore. I mean, you used to be able to make that play years ago. You're not doing it here in big-time college football, though. Not good.
And the Seminoles need their binoculars to find that line to gain here on third down. Looking to the big tight end. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42.
And they've been fun to watch today, man. Like, they're staying aggressive late in the game. They've built a cushion. They've built a lead. But you can just tell the confidence and the swagger they have. They've been able to do what they want today, take care of business. And this is an offense that I think is going to continue to grow.
And the Seminoles look to keep this drive humming. Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. Wide receiver going in motion. The give, and tick, 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 tick.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
It's in, complete, and he's lucky to get that one back, almost intercepted.
Yeah, nice coverage, and you'd like to snag that interception, but there's always a reason why these thoroughbred athletes play defense. It's usually because of their lack of hands, like you just saw.
Couldn't make the connection on second down. Now a 3rd and 7 to keep the drive alive. Motion from the back. Back to pass. It's Applewhite. Using the quick game. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down.
He has been the go-to guy on offense all game long. And on a critical 3rd down here in the 4th quarter, surprise, surprise, guess who they go to? That guy.
The Seminoles have it with a 1st and 10. Back in motion, trying to clear the picture. Wants to throw on 1st down. Caught in the backfield, it's Williams. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, nice job by the defense. That's what you're supposed to do. As soon as they catch the football, you want to limit that yards after the catch, and he went nowhere after the catch. Nice job by the D.
Off the bootleg, wants to toss it. Makes the grab, it's Williams. And they're able to make the tackle.
And this offense continuing to spin the football, man, continuing to add to a great day. They built this big lead. They've shown you a variety that they can do a lot of really, really good things. And I like it, man. Continue to throw the football. Continue.
Pick off to stop the threat. They got him down pretty quickly after the pick, but now they've got it at the 15-yard line.
Never say die attitude, and I love that, especially in these young players, because they're out there competing. And I know the scoreboard right now doesn't look pretty. They're not going to come back and win this football game, but I just love kids that are competing until there's zeros on the clock.
This drive will open from the 15.
Let's keep those sticks moving.
Motion from the wide receiver. He'll start this drive firing. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough about today.
This was my favorite time to be a defensive lineman, man. You get up big, late in the game, you know it's past. You're just teeing off on the quarterback. The defensive backs, they're bailing, playing those deep passes. It is hard to play offensive football in this situation.
Here's a throw downfield late. And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down.
You know, it's one thing to take shots early in a game when the defense may not be expecting it, but at this point, fourth quarter, you're trailing by a lot. They know you're going to do it. The defense was expecting that one. Great job in the back end.
Punt is in the air on fourth down. He gets a block. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. Use the play fake, now to throw. Lost one deep down the right side. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field?
Throws toward the end zone. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. When you know you have a team outclassed, the ability to play to that standard and finish with a blowout like this is really impressive.
And it's almost like playing against yourself, right? You know you're better. You know you're going to win the football game, but how do I continue to still execute? This was so easy. Great execution. Just beat down in every facet.
I think as a player, you just love being in such great rhythm, and we saw that right from the get-go in this game. Offense just able to matriculate the ball down the field. Defense was not giving anything up. What a great game plan coming in, and this was just total domination.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.